Hello everybody, welcome to Garbagemice episode 2. Today we have Devout Christian and the one, the only, the trash rat, Justin Kim.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey Devout Christian, and how is Justin Kim? How is our trash rat? I have a question. How big is Rusty's dick? Did you have to suck his dick or did you have to let him suck yours?
It's definitely...
No, nothing like that.
You know, I don't imagine it can grow very big on a diet of fucking
whiskey.
Subway, like, thrown out burritos and get whiskey.
Thrown out fucking oysters.
Living that homeless life, digging banana peels out of the fucking gutter, as he does.
Yeah. So, Justin, tell us the scoop on the trash rats. Why are they so lazy in recording episodes? Why is Monkey so angry at everybody? And why won't Rusty come on Garbagemice even though he said he wanted to? You're the insider here. You have all the scoop.
I have no idea. I don't even have them added on Discord, so I couldn't tell you.
So, are you telling me they just used you for a joke and threw you away?
Yeah.
How could they do such a thing?
How awful of them, truly. Okay, Justin, thank you for your time. You have been amazing as a trash rat.
Thank you.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Oh god.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, I have a confession. I have something I need to get off my chest, okay?
Alright. Bring it in, man.
I am not an American Zoomer. I'm actually Syrian. I'm a Syrian war child. I've seen some shit, man. I see some shit. Okay?
Alright, got any
I'm not white, I'm brown.
Harrowing war stories. You've seen Reactor on the front line. Saw him fucking running down children in his truck and all that.
I've seen Reactor, running around punching children who are vaccinated. It's awful stuff.
Fuck.
Man. Yeah.
Just say
I saw him coughing on medical supplies. What an awful person.
Yeah, like, you fucking went around the back of, your half blown up fucking house and you just see him fucking burning a pile of masks, just, like, humming to, not whispering to himself, like, yes, Fauci.
He wanted to prove...
got you now.
He wanted to prove that cloth masks don't work, so he set off a chlorine bomb in the middle of Damascus in 2014. He is the reason he was responsible for the chemical attacks. Reactor. This is the scoop. This is on the field reporting, my friend.
Wait, so are you telling me Reactor is actually Assad?
Wait, no, it wasn't... Okay, serious talk here. It wasn't Assad who did the chemical attacks. Fuck you.
I don't know fucking shit, man.
See, that's the problem.
I'm from an island in the South Pacific. I don't know anything.
I come from an island of love. Yeah, it's
yeah.
Syria is a really fucking weird place.
Tell me about it. I've never been.
Man, where do I
left my own country?
Where do I even start? Syrian war stories. Most of it is just kind of depressing. Most of it is just, I was at a cafe, and then the cafe got shot by terrorists, or I was going up a mountain, and then I started getting shot at by terrorists, or I was walking down the streets, and an explosion happened. It's mostly depressing stuff. It's just a war-torn country. What do you expect me to say? One time I was walking down the street.
Something quirky.
Something quirky. Yeah, we literally had electricity 12 hours a day. Right now, my country's going through mass starvation, man.
I mean, I'm lucky we could catch you in the 12 hours you had electricity.
No, I'm actually in Canada now. I've moved. Yeah.
That's good to hear. Wow. Wow.
Depends.
I don't know about that.
Depends
Hey, if you're not joining the protest, you're not going to be on the secret list yet, but I don't know, Garbagemice might put you fucking way up there.
I don't know.
They heard this shit.
For me...
Fucking Trudeau.
I do respect the truckers.
Yeah.
I really hate what's going on with them, but I'm not going to join the protest, because if I do, I might actually get fucking deported back into a war-torn country. So
yeah, that's very good reason.
Yeah, I'd rather just stay, in the good graces of the Canadian government, lest I return to fucking Syria, out of all places.
Yeah. No, it's a good plan. There's actually, quite a lot of protests going on in my country at the moment, but I'm not joining them because A, I'm 19 and I'm fucking poor, and B, I'd just lose my job, not because of the politics, but just because I'd have to like up and leave randomly without time off and all that.
Yeah, I get you.
And I owe my boss a good deal for, keeping me employed while I'm unvaxxed and all that, so...
Yeah. Justin Kim.
Actually, yeah.
Why aren't you vaxxed?
Oh, no.
I'm a conscientious objector against mandates.
Pretty based.
If you want
Justin,
my serious answer.
Justin Kim, are you vaxxed?
Yeah. I am vaxxed and boosted. And
No fucking way! Reactor's biggest fan is fucking vaccinated.
I had to. I live in California, so to do anything...
Like, yeah, I was gonna say, how are you gonna get
school.
those gains? Holy shit, really? I don't know if it's that bad here, because the rollout started like a year or two after I left school, but I don't know, it's pretty crazy. I'm pretty sure you can't get a benefit without a vaccine here.
Yeah.
Or anything like that, which is just...
In Canada, they're lifting the vaccine mandates,
Canada.
So
Really?
that's good.
Well, everywhere except Ottawa, apparently.
Yeah, Ottawa.
Well, apparently, from what I've heard, the governor there wants to lift the mandates, but, Trudeau's blocking him doing it.
Yeah, Trudeau's kind of a maniac, not gonna lie.
Well, he's kind of just revealed who he really is in the last few weeks.
Yeah. Well, if you were paying attention, you would know because of the gun. Like, he did a gun ban that didn't have to go through Congress. So on his own, he just said that, hey, these guns are no longer legal, even though he shouldn't have the power to do that, but he did anyway.
Yeah.
So,
I think that happened here after the Christchurch shooting.
Yeah, and like the fucking what's it called? The you can't call transgender people by their biological names or you'll be fucking...
Oh yeah, what was it? C-13?
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that.
Fuck that.
What's wrong with that?
That's bullshit.
I don't respect transgender theory because it doesn't help those fucking people. Like, have you...
I'm very, very mixed on it at the moment.
The problem is, like, I have friends who want to be transgender, and I'm fine with them being that way because I'm in Canada. It's a pretty fucking liberal country. But it's not making them any happier. If anything, it's making things worse because the problem is their own body image, and you don't fix the problem of your body image being out of whack by just mutilating your body.
Yeah, honestly, I just don't give a fuck what anyone past the age of like 16, 18 does.
Yep.
Maybe 18 probably with themselves. My problem is when it starts infiltrating young people who are going through puberty and won't have the best idea of who they are anyway, and then 6 months later they get their fucking womb cut out or their balls tied and then they're fucked for life. It's happened to a lot of people, but obviously it's not getting talked about because it goes against the narrative of whatever the fuck the narrative is. Progression, yeah.
Yeah.
Just like social progressivism, I suppose, would be the best way to describe it. And again, like I've known, I was a drama student for a very long time, so I know quite a few transgender people that are living very, like, they're happy and glad they made the transition, but I've also seen the other side of it. So it's a very mixed bag of fucking lollies for me.
For me, oh, it's Resonte, my man. How's it going?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. I'm at the airport.
Trash Rats International. Oh shit! You said last episode you were going to an airport, right? Is that what you're going for?
Yeah, I did.
Oh my god, the story out continues.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh yeah! Oh.
Alright, well, I wouldn't recommend telling artillery your plane details for obvious reasons. But
Yeah, I will.
Well, we'll all hear about it soon.
I will tell you. I'll tell you my flight number and everything, so you can watch the videos. Yeah. No, there are some feds around here. Probably shouldn't say that.
Trash Rats on Garbagemice on the news 2022.
Yeah.
we'll get more
the new
exposure than the fucking Trash Rats if that happened. Man, our 3 loyal listeners will be fucking...
Yeah, that would be the second time that Rusty Cage is involved in a national tragedy.
Yeah, fucking 220p won't know what to do with himself.
And I've got some funny stories from my trip that maybe I could tell when I get back. Yeah, I'll be on for just like a few more minutes. I want to get some food and then get on the plane.
Sure thing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, I'd mentioned that Rusty wanted to come on this episode, right? But he just didn't reply after he said he commented.
Yeah, I mean, who can imagine that, man? Fuck, what does he even do? That's my question. It's so important that he can't make a shitty podcast with Reactor and Monkey every week.
Bro, he's like
Yeah.
he's recording songs or whatever for Nerd City, which is respectable, I guess, but come on.
Fuck yeah, his parts are like some of the best parts. I actually listen to quite a lot of his music. I really enjoy it.
Same here.
Yeah, no, it is good.
Like,
I like it.
Unironically, really good in my opinion. Yeah.
I literally joined the Discord only to bugger him about remaking I Wish I Had a Wish. That's one of my favorite songs.
Yeah, really. It's a really good one. Now it's playing in my head. I'm excited for the 5th album, but we'll see. We'll see.
I'm excited. I'm excited for Trash Rats episode 50. Why is nobody talking about that?
Because it's not going to happen.
It's gonna happen if we bugger them long enough.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
The plan is.
I don't know how many N-words and Patreon questions can make that happen.
The plan is we make a podcast more successful than the Trash Rats, and it's a rodent podcast, so they're forced to make one.
And then we invite them as guests. Bam,
Yes!
Trash Rats 50.
We invite them as guests, and then we leave.
Yeah, we get Tim Pool on as well. Yeah, just like that. We get Tim Pool on as well. We can fucking talk about the Civil War or some shit. Like, the liberals are they're gonna invade Texas. I don't know. I haven't watched them for a couple months, but fucking whatever Tim Pool's on about.
I think Resonte is being arrested. Oh no, he's
I think disconnected. I guess a bunch of people just like got off a plane next to me, so it might be really loud in a second.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
It's gonna be much louder in a few minutes.
Oh yeah.
Why? What's happening in a few minutes?
Oh, did you listen to last episode?
I did, but I don't have a good memory.
He said he was gonna do something with some airplanes and some national monuments.
Right. Well, fuck. My eyes will be peeled to the news.
Same here.
Actually, if you do some shit, you'll make the 6 o'clock news in my country. So, not that I watch it, but you know.
Yeah, you can see it in the morning.
Yeah, you'll commit your war crimes.
It'll make international news, my friend.
Yeah, well, he'd have to make it here.
Yeah. Serious.
But it's not like anything goes on in New Zealand, so.
Nothing ever since the guy shot 40 people in a mosque.
Well, that happened, but
that is literally the only thing I know about New Zealand. Is that there was a guy.
An interesting time, actually.
There was a guy who shot 40 people in a mosque and then got arrested, and that's all I know. I know nothing else. Like, is it a good country? Is it a third world country? I don't care. Just do whatever you want to do.
It's probably like as nice as Canada, and it's probably as left wing as Canada. So. There you go. Like, we're one of the most popular places in the world in terms of people wanting to move here and shit. It's pretty crazy.
Oh, that's nice.
It's just real peaceful and out of the way, so nothing happens.
Except,
as you were talking about
mass
nuking
murder.
us last episode, yeah, that would happen because there's nothing here except the mass murderer, who was Australian, by the way. I'll add. He was only in the country for like 2 years before it happened. Right. I don't even know how he got a fucking gun, but there we go.
A gun? He got like 8 of them.
Yeah, he was just fucking whipping them out of his ass, like, fuck. It was pretty fucking horrific. Because like the video was going around,
I think I'm gonna head out.
Alright, man. We're talking about terrorism while he's in the airport.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think I can be implicated on it.
If they pull you up and be like, hey, what you talking about? Oh, I'm just talking to a Syrian and some foreigners about fucking terrorism. You know.
Yeah. See you guys later.
They'll fucking go wild with that one.
Have a good one, man.
Yeah.
But that video, what you were saying is, I watch a lot of, wrecked content, if that's what they call it. And that one was one of the few ones that really got to me. It made me stop. Made me realize, hey, this is not.
I stopped when I was 14 watching that shit after I saw a child got decapitated, and I was like, okay, this is enough of this shit. I'm probably gonna go crazy if I keep watching it. So I stop.
Yeah, the thing about it is, like, why did we do that to ourselves? Like, yeah, we could watch people dying, and then we realize, okay,
we're probably
this is
all very autistic.
fair.
I don't know. Maybe it's just the draw to see the most horrific things people can be capable of. Like, I don't know.
just have to look outside my window.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, just gotta look in the Trash Rats Discord. And...
Justin Kim is just silently writing down all the things we're talking about.
No, I don't
silently
watch
to the
any of that
FBI.
stuff.
Why would he write it down? We're on recording. It's not like a... I don't know. Maybe he's got he's just writing a poem about the discourse going on between us.
It's probably
the conversation.
Pranked reactor to come and shut us both down with his Marine Corps training. By the way, Justin Kim, you're a Marine, right?
What? No, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
Why do you say that?
Pizza Box?
Wasn't there somebody who was a Marine? Yeah, I think Pizza Box was.
Pizza Box, yeah.
Yeah. My bad.
I think he said in the last episode that he was a Marine.
Yeah, because I just remember Justin Kim liking Reactor because he's in the military, something like that.
Yeah, I got they're trying to recruit me, but I don't know. I'd rather go Air Force.
Oh, okay.
Tell us, why do you want to join the military? What's inspiring about it?
Oh, I don't, not at all. But if I had to pick, I'd probably pick Air Force.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fair enough. I've got a friend who wants to join the Navy here, but all they do apparently is just support missions. So there was a recent, I think it was a tropical cyclone in Fiji. Like our military would go and help with relief and shit, like the Navy. So he wants to join that, and he also wants to put electronic weapons specialist on his CV. So there's that.
So he wants to shoot railguns, doesn't he?
I don't even think we have a fucking battleship.
New Zealand. Oh yeah, right.
I want the
forgot.
Americans to invade and leave. You know that I was listening to our rival podcast, you know, the number 2 to us, Joe Rogan Experience today, and I'm fucking this English guy. Well, he's a I think he's Pakistani guy, but anyway, he's lived in England all his life. He was saying that there's more. That Afghanistan, the Taliban, have more Nighthawk helicopters than the UK does because of the way the Biden administration left Afghanistan. And I'm like, damn, can't they do that to us? We'll have a fucking military. Just give the fucking Mongol mob some attack helicopters and they can just go ham at the Black Power. This is basically what we have. We just have gangs that kind of do funny shit every now and then.
Nice. So...
Yeah.
Thank you, Joe Biden.
A lot of crack.
It's a lot of crack.
Yeah, it's like where you'd have heroin or something in America, you have crack here, mainly just crack.
You don't even have weed. You just do crack.
Oh no.
Teenagers in school.
Also, 30,
teenagers
at least 1 in 3 people are heavy weed smokers here as well. It's pretty crazy.
Same in Canada.
That's how we're just so laid back here. It's so crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. What?
No, I don't mind weed that much. I just think it's to me, I just imagine it as the opposite of caffeine. It's a little bit more potent, I guess.
It really isn't. Weed really does affect your judgment. Really, if you meet someone who smokes heavily, even when they're sober, you'll be able to tell, this guy smokes a lot of weed.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you go off it long enough, you can basically restore to normal. Obviously, you'll never restore completely to normal, but that's with any long-term use, because you're going to be psychologically affected some way or another, because that's just how the human brain works. You obviously develop over time based on your needs and how you're thinking and thought patterns, develop synapses and all that. Oh, yeah. And if you're smoking weed, it's going to affect your memory especially, and your frontal cortex. So what happens is the THC runs up the nerves the other way and binds to there are some receptors on your brain.
Binds to the receptors of the chemical, neurological something.
Yeah. Fucking some shit. I was doing some research on it.
Oh, recently. You know, as a devout Christian, what do you think about Jesus?
I should probably first clear the air and say my name is a fucking piss take I made when I was 15.
Ah, for fuck's sake, man. There's nobody...
I mean... yeah. I mean, I'm not an atheist, but I'm not a theist in terms of I don't really care that much. I don't believe that much. I just think that it makes sense to me that there is some kind of force directing us. Not necessarily directing us. I feel like we're more directing it.
Maybe.
And
for
that
me,
is, yeah, the formation of relationships and a lot of other things.
For me, my name's Muhammad, but I'm a firm believer in Jesus Christ. Converted to Catholicism, yeah.
That's cool.
I want to get into more of that later, but I want to know, Justin Kim, our own trash rat, what do you think? Are you more on the Rusty camp?
The what?
The Rusty camp of theism versus atheism? Are you religious? Are you not religious?
Yeah, I was brought up Christian, Presbyterian, but, nowadays I don't go to church that much. Probably atheist, unfortunately.
Okay. Right, so you've been a fan of Simi and Jimmy's History of the World from an atheist perspective. You're a fan of Ricky Gervais and Stephen Fry and all those dudes. Yeah.
No, I'm not into. I just I'm not into any of that kind of stuff. I just I don't know. Yeah.
Fair enough. I mean,
for me, when I was a little kid, I was a very devout Muslim. Then when I was 11, I was like, yeah, this doesn't make any sense. This is just one guy who wants to control people. And so I became an atheist. But then I came to Canada, and I'm like, yeah, I think these people need a God. And I started going to church, and I had a couple of experiences where I thought, okay, God is definitely looking after me on this one. Holy shit.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm not an atheist.
Yeah.
Because I've had a lot of those experiences. But I don't believe in any
organized religion.
Because organized religion, because of this, I don't know, I just find they all have too many inconsistencies, and I also find that they're probably all divinations of one perspective designed to, I don't know, I'm not necessarily going to label intent, because I don't know, but because it's not necessarily, I mean, I think religion is overall good for a person. Even if they don't fully believe it, if you follow a lot of religious practices, you can achieve a state of comfort, and I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it's very good to use as a tool to set your life up on the right track.
I agree.
Because I mean, you need meaning in your life from something, and when you've got nothing else, religion can be a thing to give you meaning.
I started going to church because I already agreed with most of the church's morals of don't do a lot of adultery, don't drink, don't live your life trying to be a good person, be forgiving, stuff like that. And I already agreed with it, even though I was an atheist at the time. I decided to start going because Pascal's wager, right? Pascal's wager is that if God exists and you believe in him, you go to heaven. If God exists and you don't believe in him, you go to hell. And if God doesn't exist and you believe in him, nothing happens. So I wanted to play Pascal's wager, but then I've had all those experiences where I was like, yeah, okay, there's definitely a Holy Spirit here. Yeah. So.
See, I also don't believe in a heaven-like afterlife. I personally believe in reincarnation.
Yeah.
Because to me, it just feels like the redirection of energy back into the earth and into a person. I mean, I have done some reading on this, but it was a long time ago, so I can't really pull quotes out my ass or anything, so take it all with a grain of salt. But I just like to think about that, because I feel like if we all practice in our lives along the ideas that we'll come back to re-experience the earth one day, it'll inspire us to make the world a better place for the generations after us. And that's kind of my main mantra in life, is to make a better world for my children and their children and the well, not even necessarily my kids, just the people to follow us. Especially when you look at how fucked up kids are these days with the iPad generation and all that kind of thing. It's just, it's pretty horrific.
My mother believed that there's no heaven or hell, but that you make your own heaven and you make your own hell. If you live a good life, when you get older, you will reap what you sow, which is good in the land. You will see all the good actions you've taken accumulate into something beautiful. Versus if you were a bad person or you lived a life full of sin, you will wither away old, tired, with no one to look after you. Stuff like that.
I completely agree. Yeah, I just think you are the reflection of your actions, and I mean, I've had it. I just find it in my own life when I practice kindness and things like that. It always does come back in a way, and I find it true with negativity as well. And when I do something that I shouldn't, and that kind of thing, it comes back around in a negative way as well.
Yeah. Justin Kim, you don't do any of that. You just sit silently.
I think spirituality is important and like it's great, but I don't know. I'm just not a fan of like religion. So, yeah.
Yeah, I can't blame you for that either. I just feel like because there's a lot of people that use it for malicious reasons, like controlling people and just trying to get people to go along with extremist ideals, things like that.
Yeah, that's honestly why I quit Islam, because there's a lot in the Quran in Islam, and I'm not talking about like hadiths, which a lot of people will be like, oh, he said drink camel urine, or he said, oh, this or that, because hadiths are not that great of a resource, in my opinion, because they were written 200 years after the man died. To me, I care more about the Quran itself. And in the Quran, you'll see a lot of, oh, this guy called me a big poo-poo head, so God says he's a 50 times big poo-poo head. Shit like that. It is.
Yeah. I mean, that's also why I have problems with the Bible. I've only read small parts of it, to be fair, so again, bigger grain of salt.
I mean, just don't read the Old Testament, because it's all Jews. Just all Jews. I don't trust the Jews.
Yeah, no, man. No, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, no, because it wasn't written by Jesus, obviously. It was written by Paul, like 50 years after Jesus died, who knew a guy who knew Jesus, but that doesn't necessarily discredit it to me, but it
just
like,
adds a grain of salt.
It adds like a bit of doubt when I'm looking at this kind of thing. Like, okay, maybe this was, I do believe there was a Jesus. I don't know if he fucking walked on water or all that shit. He might have just been like a influential priest at the time. But he a lot of the wisdom probably did come from him, but I could imagine it being diluted by this man's own pride and
a game of
like
telephone.
That.
A game of telephone, basically.
Chinese whispers.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, because the Bible's been reinterpreted so many times that the stated in right now probably doesn't represent how it was originally written, maybe like any more than 70%, and that might be generous, I don't know. I mean, I haven't studied religious history, but just looking at I think it's like 6 times the Bible's been retranslated.
Yeah.
And yeah. I actually have an incense called Divine Boy Jesus.
What's it
doesn't
about?
smell like Jesus. Well, it's like it's an incense sticker, right? So you just chuck it in the incense burner and let it go. But it's just fucking wild that it exists.
What does it smell like?
Products in our country. What does it smell like? I don't know. I can't describe it.
Smells like a 2,000-year-old Jewish man.
Yeah. It smells. Oh fuck.
Smells like crucifix wood.
Smells like the burning bush. I don't know.
Burning bush. Was Moses high when he fucking did the whole?
Yeah, I was about to ask about that. There's actually a theory that he was high on DMT when they saw the 10 Commandments. I might be listening to too much Joe Rogan, but
to me,
interesting theory.
To me, I think he's a spawn of the devil. Moses is the devil himself in the story. Not gonna elaborate any further.
I was talking to one of my friends I've known since I was a young child, and he's a very devout Christian, unironically. And he was telling me about it, and apparently after the 10 Commandments were written in the New Testament, there's like another 40 that just completely replace the other 10.
Nice.
Just go into more detail. Again, I haven't read the Bible, but Jesus came, or Jesus or God or something. One of the two. I mean, aren't they the same? I don't know. I haven't read the Bible. But they came to this guy and told him basically, "Oh, okay, we want to have a bit more detail than the Old Testament." So they added that
40.
to the other 40. I don't know what they're called, so
Yeah.
I'm really speaking out my ass here, but yeah.
There's also a lot of weird shit in the Bible, especially the Old Testament. Like
Yeah.
Lot, and how he fucking fucks his daughters. Gives them
Yeah,
children.
that's weird. So as a Christian, do you still believe in Genesis? Is that...
Yeah, I do. I believe that God created us in His own image. Something like
Yeah,
that.
but maybe the story of the 7 days and...
The 7
7.
days, I think it's misinterpreted. Like, it's not just 7 days.
I've heard a theory that it's meant to be like 7 ages, you know, rather than 7 days.
Makes sense. And what else? Garden of Eden. I do believe that story to be more symbolic, because you know how this...
it's probably... yeah, I can go into that. And
Yeah.
it's probably about goes into the scientific way of thinking and how morality can be sacrificed for science. And I mean, look at my profile picture.
Yeah.
For the listeners, it's a fucking ape escape monkey getting a Neuralink chip in his brain, but it can be a metaphor for the fact that, well, I used to be like really into anarcho-primitivism a while ago. Not
Return
now
to monk.
as much. Yeah, return to monkey, but I was just thinking that the whole concept of civilization is that we take apart things that work practically for us and rebuild them in a way that
Maybe works more practically.
inefficient. Yeah. So like a good example is dismantling forests to houses. Like if we were living in forests naturally, we would obviously naturally as humans build up resistance and strength and everything we need to survive in those environments, because physically there's nothing stopping us. But when we fucking live in these kinds of houses, eat fucking soy, yeah, that's the meme one, soy and bugs and shit, inefficient foods that don't have the natural they don't have, not I want to stop using the word natural, they don't have the robustness and fucking diversity of nutrients as much as food we would have eaten back then. The whole 3 meal a day system is very, very, very impractical. You should eat when you're hungry and eat small amounts. That's the best way to maintain energy and keep nutrition. But also, it's also very interesting because it depends on person to person a lot. And
I wouldn't know
what
much
works
about,
for me
like...
might not work for you. Yeah, I don't know much either. I've got a really good friend who's been looking into nutrition for a very long time, and he's told me all this stuff. So I actually, it's coming from a source I would consider to be an expert.
It comes from my friend, bro.
So.
Trust me.
Yeah, but
all
my
I really
friend
get,
is like
all I really get from this is that we should return
a
to monkey.
60-year-old man. Yeah, I mean that's the core idea, and also I don't believe in hierarchy and enforced hierarchy.
So you don't believe that the rats and the mice are any better than each other?
No.
So you're saying that Justin Kim here isn't equal to us, if even that, as the trash rat here.
In my perspective, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know about Justin Kim's perspective.
Justin Kim, what's your perspective on your hierarchy to the mice or the rats?
What? What?
Do you think you're better than us mice as a rat, as a trash rat, or do you think that the rats are better than the mice, or the mice are better than the rats?
I don't know. I think it's all in the same group, right? I think
rodents, yes.
Yeah,
but we
so
also
we're
have
all the
squirrels
same.
here.
Actually, we have some mice in my fucking walls at the moment. It's that time of year, just after summer when they're like starting to come inside. So I gotta
Oh
get
yeah,
up
you're in the
roof.
southern hemisphere.
Yeah, it's actually been really hot today.
Man.
So I've got to get up in the roof stuff and throw fucking rat bait around. I might take a bite. I don't know. We'll see.
I have a lot of mice in my house. It is a ridiculous amount of mice. It's not even funny.
Get some rat bait, bro.
Maybe masturbate. That would be great.
No, if they still let you
But they
have
get
guns
smart.
in Canada, I was gonna say you could get a shotgun and just start blasting up the walls and hope you get lucky. But
Honestly, mice get smart to whatever bait you put on. Like they don't. If you put too much glue trap, they'll stop falling for it, but they'll still be around. If you put too much regular traps, they'll also stop falling for it. So mice are smart.
We just used poison and it completely got rid of them last time. So
yeah, but they start rotting in your walls. Like you don't want that.
No, okay. So the poison we've got actually dries them out and turns them to dust.
The fuck,
What?
Yeah.
bro?
So
That sounds like a
basically what
horrifying
happens
way to
is
die.
They just slowly dry up. Well, I don't know what actually kills them. Probably another agent in the poison. They probably die within like 10, 12 hours. But
Jesus.
me and my dad have come up with some fucking brutal mousetraps in the past.
Man, imagine you eat some fucking apple and then you shrivel up and dry out into dust.
It's more like a green like cube that just find and eat, die. Slowly dry. Well, to be fair, it's a clean way of doing it, and they're already dead, so I don't really think they'll give a fuck about how they're rotting away.
Man, I don't care about mice. I don't care about their human rights, but like, holy shit. Well, as a mouse, I have to care a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I have to start campaigning for garbage mouse.
See,
Yeah,
I respect
right.
garbage mice. I respect garbage mice, but I don't respect house mice.
You know what?
I
Yeah, that's
think-
a fair distinction.
I
Actually.
think they feel like they're better than us. Which
Well,
is
they're
bullshit.
living their cushy house lives while we're out here on the fucking street.
They're fucking
Fucking
freeloaders out
picking our-
there. We're out
Picking
here
our way
digging through
through
people's
rotten
garbage.
food, you know, just
Okay?
like Rusty Cage.
We're digging through garbage. We know our fucking place. They don't. They're pests. And they should be exterminated. Garbage wise, we
We're doing
stick
good
to
for
garbage.
Society. What the fuck are they doing? Just
Yeah.
annoying the regular person. That's
We
not
remove
cool.
garbage. We eat garbage. We fucking stay in our bins. We don't get in your walls. We don't eat off your plates. We don't get into your kitchens. So
Exactly, dude.
fuck the house mice. Don't get me started on them. I don't care how you kill them. You know what? Dry them up, kill them, fucking shoot them. Doesn't matter.
All right,
Just leave us something in your
that
garbage.
gives me
Just throw
leeway
in
to
the
talk
garbage.
about the more horrific trap we've
Oh, fuck.
designed. So before
Can we
get
go
the
back to
poison,
Syrian war talk?
I don't know. That might be just as bad. But we'd have like a bucket with like a lid on a axle, so the lid would spin around when they unbalanced it, and we put tape bait to the lid, so they crawl on the bucket, fall in, the lid would reset to flat, and then they'd drown.
Oh, okay, that's fine. That sounds
Yeah,
right.
they'd like swim until they had no energy and drown.
Yeah, that sounds like, you know what, mice deserve it.
I mean,
House mice
yeah.
deserve it.
I don't know. I
Shit.
don't know how I feel about it.
I
I'm not
mean-
really feeling anything, so I suppose that's how I feel about it.
Yeah,
Whatever
house
that
mice,
means.
they bring it on themselves, man. Like,
Maybe I'm
as much...
sociopathic. Maybe I just shouldn't. Maybe I just don't care about mice naturally. I don't know.
Hey, it always starts with small animals, okay?
Yeah.
Well,
Well, fuck.
wanna
Just
see
the next Luca fucking.
Magnotta.
I forgot. Yeah, Luca Magnotta. Yeah. Have you seen that documentary?
I have, but I think it's bullshit. Because here's the funny thing about that documentary. The documentary is like, yeah, this brave Facebook group was following this cat murderer, and they were trying to figure out his real identity. And then he murdered a person, and the police caught him. That's the fucking
wild. Well, they
that's
did figure him out. And then there was the video of him stalking the other lady in the casino that they posted.
Yeah, but that was the police, right? Because I don't remember the Facebook group did jack shit.
Yeah, no, the Facebook. Well, actually, the Facebook group gave the police a foot in the door. I think.
Yeah, unlike the fucking dead body with the hotel room that is fucking registered in his name. Like, that didn't give him a foot in the door. It was the brave Facebook cat warriors with the obese lady. That's who saved the day.
To be honest, they probably just went to the Facebook groups because they had the most interesting story, because they'd been like horrifically... Well, not horrifically, I mean, the guy fucking deserved it, don't get me wrong. But they'd been stalking this guy, trying to catch him out for a long time.
Yeah.
And what he did was pretty fucking, like, that's just next level, like, holy shit.
You want to hear some news articles?
Fuck yeah.
Crusades posted that coronavirus has mutated, turning patients into pickles. Scientists claim it is the funniest virus they have ever seen, but you wouldn't understand. What do you think about that?
I think that's
Justin Kim, is this why you got vaccinated? You don't want to turn into a pickle?
Fuck.
Man, wait until Reactor hears about this.
And then there's the vaccine works great. Oh, sorry.
From Greta Thunberg.
Bit close to my mouth there. Yeah, that's funny, because that's kind of how I picture her in my head.
Yeah.
Honestly, when that video came out, I laughed so fucking hard.
Which video?
Like the original, like, how dare you? You know? I just thought it was so fucking funny.
Here's another news article. Vigilante mom targeted woman online after son pushed into wacky warehouse ball pit. What the fuck does this even mean? A mom has ended up in court after wrongly accusing a woman of pushing her son into a wacky warehouse ball pit. Facebook asks for help for a woman, 5-year-old son.
I mean, there's just like a... Of course it's British news. It's like
Who gives a shit about the Brits, right? New Zealand, Canada, America, nobody gives a shit about the Brits.
Fuck Britain. I mean, they kind of control my country and yours, but fuck them. You know?
Yeah, fuck them.
Fuck the Commonwealth. Yeah. I'm sorry. Alright. I don't know how many of these you read last episode, but...
The news articles, I read all the funny ones.
Right.
Okay, let me just look into some questions. Garbagemice, because I remember a question was left on our first episode. Question by Rusty Cage asking, can I be a guest? Yes, Rusty, you can be a guest. Please, talk to me, man. Let's make this work, damn it.
I actually had an interaction with him on Twitter recently. So,
then Adam to say, hey, Garbagemice.
That was last night. That's the last we've heard of Rusty Cage. So, alright. So he posted a thing and he said, day 1, tattooing Mr. Beast on me until he replies. And he didn't, I'll have you know, he didn't tattoo Mr. Beast on him. He just wrote it in vivid on his hand, which I feel was...
clickbait.
It just shows his passion and how much he's actually willing to put into that. Which is fuck all. So I replied, I said, this reminds me of the Trash Rats Discord for some reason. I think there's a similar protest. And then he had tried to call me out. He said, what does that one say? So I said, something wonderful, I'm sure. And that was the last we've heard of Rusty Cage, so.
Oh man. Fucking Rusty.
Yeah, I guess he found a fucking spot of internet on the side of the road in Gainesville, you know. Busy sleeping on the anti-homeless fucking architecture.
Benches. Yes.
The park bench with fucking 6-foot spikes on it.
Rusty Cage also asks, why are you all still here? So, why is the Trash Rats Patreon still here? Well, it's because we fucking love the Trash Rats.
Partially that. I'm also too lazy to cancel my subscription.
Even if you cancel your subscription, you'll still be in the Discord. That's what I said last episode.
That's very, very true.
Yeah,
I probably should do that. But also, I don't know, maybe I should join the Simi and Jimmy Discord. It sounds a lot more active than the Trash Rats one.
Bully Simi and Jimmy into getting on the Garbagemice. That would be great.
Yeah. I think I don't know. Like, all he's been fucking doing recently is fucking, making those shitty Who Wants to Be a Millionaire episodes with Iggy, and it's fucking garbage content.
I actually haven't been following Monkey. Has he been posting?
Yeah, he's been posting a lot on Simmy and Jimmy's Treehouse.
Yeah, I think he uploaded like an hour ago.
Jimmy
Human
Treehouse.
feces taste test. Well, there you go.
Oh, so it's like the fucking. The fuck is this? The fuck is this content?
I know, it's like garbage mouse tier content. Like, what the fuck?
Man, Monkey, you're a good content creator. Make some good content, you fucking cunt.
I think he has
cool
done
hat,
a post on his main channel recently. Nope, that was just him feeding fucking Iggy spicy shit. That was actually a really good episode. I enjoyed that.
Oh yeah, the
glad that
world's
was
spiciest chip. That was kind of funny. Yeah,
Yeah,
I watched
I mean-
that. It was hilarious.
I was just sitting there, I was like, I'm gonna go on YouTube, I've got nothing else to do. I saw that and had a good 20 minutes.
Yeah. Rusty Cage also asks, Justin Kim, Justin Kim, you have admin powers?
No,
Oh, shit.
I don't. I wish I did.
Oh fuck! I thought you were gonna ban us for canceling our Patreon subscription.
Mine's also cancelled. I mean,
Hey, I haven't even done that
Oh
yet.
yeah.
Alright, so since we've run out of news articles in the chat, I'm gonna go on timcast.com and read something off there when it fucking loads. Alright, featured. Let's have a look. Oh, Queen Elizabeth II tests positive for COVID. What do you guys think about that?
Oh no!
What do you mean?
How could this happen?
Bro, she's been fucking... she'll be fine. She's got enough baby blood for another 100 years. Like, honestly. The fucking
Honestly,
adrenochrome is fucking pumping. It is pumping in her veins. She's like a fucking heroin junkie for that shit. Like, fucking... I've been in...
Pump
I've
that
been
baby
in...
in my
I was playing
veins.
Bloodborne, right? So, I was in England.
Yeah.
And I went around a corner and I just saw this guy like huffing blood into his fucking... Oh, wait, no, hold on. So there's a boss called Vicar Amelia, and that's just the Queen unmasked, I think.
That's just the...
Because you never see the boss's
Queen
face.
Victoria?
It's
Queen
like some
Victoria?
horrific beast thing. Dog
Oh, okay.
beast thing. Yeah. I have a headcanon that she was actually based on Queen Elizabeth.
Oh yeah.
And that's why you hear screams from Buckingham Palace.
Okay, hold on. We need to answer more Patreon questions, right?
Yep.
Cokehead Tortoise says, Rusty, stop, please. I do not want to have to do this. Let my family go. Well, if we had Rusty on, he would be able to answer this.
I mean, he is online.
Okay.
I don't know.
Let me just... Do you want me to add Rusty? No, he's gonna ban me. If I push him
Yeah,
hard
he
enough, he's gonna
will
fucking
definitely
ban me.
ban you.
Like,
I
he's
think he-
just...
I think he's sick of our shit by now.
Yeah. It's
no.
honestly.
Oh well.
Sir Red Edge says N-word, day 28.
Wow.
And he
I'm
also
glad-
says N-word, day 29.
I'm glad one person's still holding on to that. Of course,
Well-
I would never take part in such horrific racial, racial profiling. And
What, are you saying Monkey is N-word?
just banged my desk. That's gonna be in the audio.
I
keep,
gotcha.
Moving my chair back and forth. Am I saying monkey is the N-word?
Yes.
You mean like the person or like monkey itself?
Monkey
Like the
Jones, the fucking,
Well-
trash.
Well, the thing is, his complexion is white, so I'm not really sure.
Oh, so you're saying that white people cannot be N-words, aren't you?
Okay,
That's kind of racist, right?
I'm not saying that.
He could be transracial.
I'm
you
just,
never know.
what I'm saying is that it just gives, an indication as to what race he could be. I wouldn't assume race. That would be transphobic. So I can't do that.
That is the only acceptable answer. Okay.
I'm just presenting the facts, man.
Presenting the facts. Okay. Well, we're out of fucking Patreon questions, and we're out of fucking.
I had one for you.
Sure.
Do you? I was wondering if you lifted or if you trained any.
I do some push-ups, some sit-ups, some squats, some like planks, but that's about it.
I see.
Yeah,
Jumping jacks as well.
I do all that shit, pull-ups as well, and I also like walk for a few hours a day.
I'm gonna get a pull-up bar soon, and I'm gonna do pull-ups on it. But right now, I don't have a pull-up bar. That's why.
I work very active jobs.
Same here.
So I'm basically stay fit through that, and I'm not really interested in putting on muscle or anything like that because
I cycle a lot.
I'm happy with my size. I have been intending to start martial arts, that personal discipline and all that. I used to bike a lot, yeah.
Do MMA. MMA is good.
What kind of martial art?
I want to start with Taekwondo because it's what my family has done, and then I'll probably move into MMA kind of stuff like Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu and all the other cringe MMA ones. Just because Taekwondo isn't a bad one. It's just not as effective as the other ones. But
it's super gay.
All right, well,
I mean, it's not. Trust me. It depends on which school you go to.
Yeah, and it depends on whether it's a fucking serious school or just like let's do it for the kids.
No, I think they're all like that, to be honest.
Pads. Yeah, I can't say.
just do like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or some kind of grappling.
I intend to do like more than one. Like I intend to just as soon as I get one, just switch. As soon as I get a black belt in one, just move on to another, and just practice the other one maybe like one night a week instead of how many 2 or 3 or whatever. I'll start on, and then kind of rotate
for fitness
into that.
Or like to become more like efficient.
Mainly fitness. Well, efficiency. Yeah, I want to just maximizing the use of my body. I also want to get into calisthenics a lot because I think that's goes hand in hand with the martial arts really nicely. So I've got to do I've got to do a lot of stretching because I'm not very flexible at the moment. But
yeah, I just do it to have my body be good. As good as I can be. Because it's a healthy mind, healthy body, blah blah blah, go hand in hand.
Not being trained in martial arts kind of feels like I have a tool that I just don't use, if that makes sense.
It does.
Yeah.
So you're saying violence is just a tool to get what you want, right?
Well, it's more like the prevention of someone using that on me.
Oh, I see. So it's a tool.
Because at the moment, I'd probably just be a stubborn cunt and just get beaten up. Like, I'd just take it until just because I'm stubborn and wouldn't do what someone says if they're doing threats of violence on me. And just fucking
I getcha.
Lose all my teeth and get my eyes gouged out and, acid attacked and shit.
Unrelated story, but one of my coworkers does a lot of gym. Like, he just does weightlifting. And he told me, hey, I carry a knife everywhere I go, just as a tool, like, just to open boxes, whatever. And he says, hey, show me that knife. And I show him that knife. And he's like, hey, if I run after you with this knife, what would you do? And I'm like, I would run. I wouldn't fight back. I would fucking run because you got a knife.
No,
like oh, really? You're the fucking martial arts, like, Syrian war survivor. I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't fuck around with a knife.
No, I'm pretty fast, so I do consider running. I just mean if I was cornered, I'd get beaten up probably.
I don't know if Taekwondo would help with that.
No, I'm talking about...
It definitely fucking would.
About a knife?
Yeah. Because the striking is very, very useful. If they're armed, knowing Taekwondo is probably better than knowing something like boxing.
Don't fight anybody with a knife, man. You'll get stabbed and killed. You'll get killed.
Do not fight someone with a
Always run away. So here's the funny part. He gives me back the knife, and I close it, and he's like, try to stab me with it. Try to stab me with your knife. And I'm like, sure? He's like, yeah. So I close the knife, and with the handle, I fucking hit him 3 times before he's able to grab my arm and do the arm twist or whatever he was planning to do.
Yeah.
But by then, he's I don't know why people expect just people to throw around a knife like you would throw a punch.
No.
When you stab someone with a knife, you're going fast.
You go for completely different areas as well, like kidney, neck, you don't so much go for the head or the, I don't know where else you'd fucking throw a punch, chin, neck, you know, you go kidneys, lungs, side of the thigh. There's so many places you can cut someone and they'll bleed to death. Which is why you just, I mean, I think even George St. Pierre himself said if someone came at me with a knife and said, give me your money, he'd give them his money. And that's like best martial arts fighter in the world.
Yeah. Because you don't want to fuck around with a knife.
Fighter, you don't fuck with someone that's armed. But he did also give advice in case someone's like, get in the trunk. And, you know, that's a different kind of story. That was the example he used specifically. And if it was a scenario like that, I'd probably also take the risk. Because if you get in the trunk, you're probably not coming back out, let's be honest.
Yeah, true.
So, but again, the best self-defense advice I can give is just to run the fuck away. And keep throwing shit behind you at them. Yeah.
Hey buddy, can I borrow $5? Run the fuck away!
Oh god. Yeah. It's pretty funny. Okay. Fucking. Sorry. Just readjusting myself in my sitting position.
That's cool. You guys play a lot of video games? I don't know. This is like the last few minutes of the podcast, and I want to, you know. Right. I don't want there to be just 5 minutes of dead air.
Yeah, no, fair enough. I play Dark Souls. I've been going through those recently, enjoying them.
Hey, you play on PC?
Yeah.
Hey, add me on Steam. Actually, I'll give you my link in a minute. Maybe we'll
do that afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've been playing a lot of Dark Souls 3 recently. I mean, I've got Elden Ring pre-ordered, and I've actually booked time off for that. First time off in a fucking year.
Man, don't pre-order anything. Not Elden Ring, not Cyberpunk.
Well, I've been so fucking burned by pre-orders recently, and I still did it, so...
The only game I pre-ordered or gave early access, like, paid early access for, is Postal 4, because I know Running with Scissors is a small company, and, like, they care about their games.
We have... FromSoft is the same, though. We have no reason... Like, even from the people that have played Elden Ring, we have no reason to think it's bad. I made a mistake when I was working a lot, and I pre-ordered Battlefield 2042. That was Yup. I played it for about a week and then quit. I mean, in all fairness, it wasn't an awful game. It just wasn't worth what it cost. Like, it was probably worth maybe a third of that.
I get it.
And I pre-ordered WoW Shadowlands
and Raid Shadow Legends.
Long story.
By the way, this episode sponsored by Raid Shadow. I wish. As if making money out of Garbagemice and, you know, Trash Rats not doing anything.
We make money. Occasionally, someone will throw in like half a fucking burger in the trash. Like that's fucking gold in our world. Don't see the Trash Rats with half-eaten burgers. Fucking poor.
Fucking fish skeletons and a piece of cheddar. Yeah. Anything at all to stave away my death letter. See, that was a cool song. You know what?
Actually, let's go around the group. Justin Kim, what's your favorite song? Or like top 3? If you can't have a favorite,
Favorite Rusty Cage song?
Not necessarily. Okay, yeah. What's your favorite Rusty Cage song?
Oh
no.
I haven't. I don't know. I haven't really listened to his
family-friendly news song. Easy,
okay, right? Sure. The family-friendly news song.
Oh wait, it's not White Girls Fuck Dogs.
No, top 2. Those 2.
Okay.
You were talking about the Queen of England being based on a dog, and I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm thinking about in the back of my head.
White Girls Fuck Dogs. We gotta. Yeah. Anyway.
What's your song?
Oh, me? Probably Hollow Men.
Man, I haven't really given it enough time.
Either that or Requiem of the Crazies, like the song itself, I really enjoy.
Shit, that's a good song too. See, what I'm stuck right now on Requiem of the Crazies, the Bum Song, and Pack of Rats.
Good. Yeah, Pack of Rats is really good too.
Yeah, it's really creative. Like,
yeah, I mean, I think all his music creative, and that's why it's so distinctive. Because he's a talented musician. If he's a shit podcast host, let's be honest.
He's a good podcaster. Like,
I mean, a good podcaster uploads episodes. Huh?
Okay. How about fuck? What was that song? Gang Stalkers. That was a good song as well.
Where
Like-
are the gangs? Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, because the good thing about it is because it's Rusty Cage who's singing it.
Yeah, and it tells a cool, funny story.
Yeah, and it's so weird because he's so multi-talented. You know.
That song
Would you
is
expect?
really
Fuck, what-
inspiring to me.
There was another one that's
I want to be
that's
like
quite
that
fun.
in my life.
I know which one you're talking about. I'm thinking about the same song right now. It's Life of Flies.
Oh, sorry, I keep bumping my mic there. Yeah, Live of Flies is brilliant. And another one that follows the same vein is probably like, I think it's What They Said.
What
You
they
know.
say? It's not that good. Not in my.
I enjoy it. I like the lyrics.
The lyrics are nice, but I just hate like Liptard's owned music. You know, I don't like that kind of.
Yeah, I don't really see it that way because I see it applying to both sides of the political spectrum. But I
But
can
it's too
see
tough.
I can see where you're coming from with that. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe if Rusty Cage responded to Patreon questions, we can find out why he wrote What They Said.
Just think, I have a question. Okay.
Yeah. Sure.
You spent 80 or 90% of the Trash Rats episode also being silent,
Yeah.
and I'm
Sorry.
wondering- No, of the Trash Rats episode, not even of this episode. But of the Trash Rats episode, and I thought it was like anxiety because, you know, Trash Rats are kind of famous or whatever. How about this episode?
I'm not much of a talker, so
I got you.
I think I told you that I don't really like talking.
That's fine.
I don't know. I didn't know if you believe me or not, but yeah.
Now I know.
Yeah.
My
Yeah, I
question.
probably talk too much.
No, you talk a lot. You talk very much a lot. Justin Kim doesn't talk at all.
Well, I'm pretty good at just like rambling on stage because I did do like stage training and stuff and improv. So I just kind of, it's not necessarily good, but I can just roll with it.
I mean, when you're getting too far, I'll shut you up. Don't worry about it. Like, I don't know if you've noticed, but every time you start talking about like serotonin receptors in the brain, I'm like, okay, Justin Kim, what's your favorite automatic
yeah,
license?
yeah. I can just get carried away, and it's good that you can rein me back in.
Yeah. But to Justin Kim, as a listener, what do you think of this episode?
Honestly, I just came on so I could listen to this one live because I really like Garbagemice. I think it's awesome.
Hi, thanks.
So
It's actually a really fun idea.
yeah, so at least I could listen to it early.
You get the early scoop on it, yeah.
Yeah.
You
And,
got the interactive experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, how does it
maybe-
feel being the ultimate rodent, really? Because you were on Trash Rats and on Garbagemice.
I know.
And
It's the only person.
And not just
To
the
go
only
on
person,
both.
but
Yeah,
you
just-
alphaed both of our podcasts by not...
Justin Kim's like a fucking capybara. Pretty sure that's the biggest rodent.
It's fucking squirrel or whatever. He fits
Nah,
in both. It's a bat. He's a bat. He
Yeah,
can fly
yeah,
from
yeah.
one place to another. From the trash to the garbage.
That's very true. Yeah, those fucking trash. There's, not a fan of that trash side of the aisle. Over here in the garbage, it's much more comfy.
I think
don't
they
even
call it
clean
the
up
UK.
after themselves.
I think they call the garbage aisle the UK.
Yeah.
Sorry to all my Irish listeners. My landlord's Irish, so I have to be very considerate of them. I can't drink tea in the house. Yeah.
Okay. Why? You'll find a fucking bomb under your car or something.
Exactly. I don't even have a car. I cycle, so I'll just find,
You'll find a
block
fucking
of-
pipe bomb tracked to your bike. Like, you're like, why the fuck is that there? Because it'll be like half the size of the bike or some shit, because they'll make a real big one.
Yeah, or they just put a slab of C4 in the wheel.
Yeah, just whatever you do, don't mention Margaret Thatcher.
I won't. Actually, I will mute this part of the podcast that you mentioned her name, just because I want to err on the side of
Yeah,
caution.
just bleep that out. Just put in like, I don't know, fucking
White girls fuck dogs.
yeah, edit in white girls fuck dogs over that. Just like
That's
chuck
good.
it, like cut in the whole song.
Do you think?
Alright, don't do that.
Do you
but-
think? Do you think the song should be the intro? What should be our week's?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you use a different song each time, it'll be good. And also, I feel like you could use the Ape Escape music as a backing track, but I don't know about that.
No, I don't think a backing track works.
I don't think we need a backing track. It kind of takes away from the excitement. But yeah, White Girls Fuck Dogs is like the because I know you used the Dr. Fauci vaccine song last time, and I thought that was the fucking funniest thing I'd ever heard. Like, that was honestly what made me stay and listen to the whole episode, so...
Fantastic.
I was like really fucking bored. It was like 2 in the morning, so I just, Garbagemice, whatever the fuck this is, let's give it a go. It sounds funny. So I clicked on it, and I just hear, Dr. Fauci! Give us vaccines. I'm like, okay, this is fucking funny. Honestly, I thought it would be like a lot more awkward than it actually was, but it was quite good.
I'm gonna give you a little bit of a scoop on it. So Resonte and Little Pizzeria, I asked them both to record their audio independently, but Little Pizza Box actually fucked up his audio recording, and so I had to completely edit the episode from scratch. And one thing you might have not noticed is we had a lot of dead air that I just cut out. Like that part where I'm talking... What was I talking about? I was saying, yeah, if you lose all your money in NFTs, you fucking deserve it. That part actually took much longer than, what you hear. Because I cut in the dead air. I cut the dead air out of the podcast. And so that's why it's 59 minutes. When originally it was a little over an hour.
Right. So is that what's going to happen with this one too, I imagine? All the weird...
No, you were talking for like all of the episode, even when I'm talking.
Well, I was trying to stop the dead air, and then I realized I was talking over you sometimes. It's like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
I'm not used to being in a Discord call where it's for entertainment. Usually it's like 7 of us fucking competing over each other. I get it. And shit, so
I get it. I feel the same way about Discord calls. For me, I was thinking about making the episodes have 4 guests, but I think 3 is the perfect number.
You can occasionally probably go up to 4 depending on who's on.
See, when you have professional podcasters, maybe when we're more used to it, you see PKA does 4 or even sometimes 5 guests. But I feel like they have they're professional podcasters. For us, we're just a bunch of dudes fucking around waiting for the Trash Rats to make another fucking episode.
Hey, that's professional. I don't know what you mean. Come on, we even have a completely original name.
Yeah, completely original banner, completely original Discord profile picture. Oh yeah, Justin Kim, let me invite you to the Discord. We have our own top secret Discord for the Patreons. And I can give you the role of like a garbage or like a trash rat or a garbage rat, because now you're an honorary garbage mouse.
Oh, that's so good.
Invite people, copy, and here you are, Justin Kim. Do you guys think that this is enough for one episode?
How long's it been? Let me check my recording. Yeah, I'd say it's enough. It's about 1 hour and 10 minutes to me.
It's about 1 hour and 14 minutes. I started recording earlier, just so that makes
fair enough.
Sense. Justin Kim, any last words? Any last words, Justin Kim?
First words.
They came off weird.
Yeah, or not really. I guess I don't know. Everyone should weight train. That's all I have to say.
I get you. And my last words will be.